All right, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about something that we have been lied to about. Okay? And I'm kind of annoyed about it, but good news, I got the solution for the problem. Okay? For, I don't know, the last 100 years, we've been indoctrinated into thinking that dinner dates were an ideal first date. We have been misled. I am now going to introduce King's Wisdom's second law. Now, the first law, if you haven't watched the previous video, is a broken woman usually stays broken. King's Wisdom's second law: never feed her before you smash. One more time for clarity: never feed her before you smash. Okay? I'm going to get into the explanation as to why. But first off, let's go into the reasons why dinner dates suck and are terrible as first date options. The first reason that dinner dates suck: an unequal value exchange. What do I mean? From the jump, you're already pedestalizing her. You're feeding her for a chance for a one-on-one conversation to get to know her. What has she done to deserve that food besides exist? She's done nothing. So if you met her here, she's now here. And you have to get back up to not even here, to here, for her to be sexually interested. You're doing one step forward, two steps back. It doesn't make sense. You're rewarding her for being a girl. Maybe that used to work 100 years ago. It doesn't work anymore. It's not the right dynamic that you want. The next reason that dinner dates suck for men: high pressure environment. What do I mean? Because you are sitting down face to face, or maybe she's next to you, you are forced, you are obligated to be able to carry a conversation. And she is the judge, jury, and executioner. She decides if you're boring. She decides if you're exciting. It's up to her. And for a first date, that's a lot of pressure. Why is she the deciding factor of if the conversation goes well? Why aren't you? Aren't you supposed to be the leader? But you're putting her in the masculine position by making it so focused and so pressurized. The next reason that dinner dates suck, for men specifically: harder to escalate. Have you ever tried to break the touch barrier on a dinner date? It is not easy. Why? Because everything is put under a microscope. You cough, she notices. You wipe your nose, she notices. You stutter, she notices. You move your hand over here, she notices. Everything is amplified and magnified because it's such a controlled environment. It's going to be very hard to touch a girl when she's on guard, when she is in the leadership position, because she is deciding if you're worth her time because you once again led with dinner. And the last reason that dinner dates suck for men: easy to overprice. Listen, most women today do not know the value of $1. That whole girl math stuff, that's a real thing. They would say, oh, it's perfectly acceptable for you to spend $100, $150, $200 for on a date. Yeah, that's acceptable. I wouldn't mind that. Do they know where that $100 came from? No, they don't. They don't appreciate it. They don't even care. They just expect you to do it. A woman will order the most expensive thing on the menu and not give a fuck about your financial situation. Why would you put yourself in an environment where the woman controls how much you spend? Where's your leverage? Nowhere. This is once again another reason why dinner dates are terrible. So now you may ask, okay, King's Wisdom, so we understand why dinner dates are terrible. What should we do instead as a first date? Well, I'm here to tell you. activity dates are always preferable to dinner dates, especially activity dates of things that you've done before, things that you're experienced in, things that you're comfortable with. Now, why are activity dates superior to dinner dates? I'll explain. The first reason that activity dates are better and thus lead to sex more often: in your element. What do I mean? Let's say, for example, you like top golf and you're pretty decent at it. It's gonna be easy for you to lead the interaction with the girl because you've been there, done that. It's gonna be easy for you to be confident, easy for you to be in charge, easy for you to be masculine because you are in your element. And it's gonna also be easy for you to show off because you do this. Women are much more attracted to a man that is confident and in his element to a man that is unconfident and uncomfortable, i.e. a dinner date. The next reason that activity dates are more effective in closing the deal: contact sport. What do I mean? It is very easy to break the touch barrier in an activity date. Why? Because the woman gets one thing that she loves almost as much as security: plausible deniability. Yeah, he took me to mini golf and he showed me how to putt, and he had to teach me, so he had to put his arms around me to show me how to putt. Yeah, how else was I supposed to know? Plausible deniability. Very easy for her to brush off and not put under a microscope the fact that you touched her. Because you're active, you're doing things, you're seeing things, you're playing. Low pressure environment. Very easy to touch her without it being weird. Versus at a dinner date, everything is scrutinized. The next reason that activity dates are better than dinner dates and usually lead to the hanky-panky is chemical romance. Now, you may not get that reference, but we'll carry on. So when you are active, when you are doing something with your body, what happens biologically? Your heart rate goes up, you release endorphins, and you get hits of dopamine, also known as the happy hormone. So if you're being active and she's on a date with you, most likely she's active and she's experiencing all of this excitement with you. And what does that do for her? It makes it easier for her to be energized, for her to be excited, for her to be aroused. You get me? And it's gonna be a lot easier for you to escalate to smashing because she's already in that mode. Listen, a lot of guys knock me for taking a girl to the gym on a first date. But listen, when she's seeing me bench 300 pounds, and when I'm spotting her for a squat, that's a powerful aphrodisiac, I'm telling you. Listen, it's very easy to end up making out in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you. People knock it, but hands on top of that, let's not forget to the fact that because she's feeling all of these chemicals, it's easier for her to say, oh, there was a spark. You know, that spark bullshit, right? Yeah, there's a spark. No, I manufactured it, motherfucker. I created this. The spark's not real. Anyway, and the other reason why this is important is because when she thinks about the time that she spent with you, she will think about it as something that was fun. You are now the fun guy, the exciting guy. And that is the designation that you want, which is why activity dates are undefeated. And the last reason that activity dates are the best, the severance package. What do I mean? Even if the date is terrible, even if she's annoying or a bitch, insufferable, whatever, even if she flakes, It's never a complete waste of time. Why? Because you would enjoy yourself whether she was there or not. That is what you want. With a dinner date, if you don't go anywhere, if she flakes on you, you're a lot more pissed off because of the time you wasted, because you didn't actually want to go on a dinner date, or because you spent so much money and it didn't go anywhere. But with an activity date, you would have fun whether she was there or not, which minimizes the stress that you have on the date going well. It makes you outcome independent. And that is the type of mood that you want to have when going on a first date. So, in closing, do not take a girl out on a dinner date as a first date. Now, after you smash, you can take her out wherever you want to go. It doesn't matter. Think about it. If you smashed, would you feel used if you took her to dinner? No, because in your mind, she's already paid for it, right? So, I'm not saying never take her on a dinner date, but make sure to do it as a reward. When's the last time you fucked on a full stomach? It's been a while, huh? It's not the easiest of things. Trust me, the formula is fuck, then feed. Not feed, then fuck. You can take my word for it or not. I'm just letting you know, if you want the highest chance of success, activity dates are the way to go. That's it for today, guys. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been King's Wisdom. I got merch, link in description. I also do one-on-one consultations. Feel free to hit me up there. All of that is in the description. You're welcome.